Oh, LeBron James. Oh, LeBron James. Here you go confronting Stephen A. Smith at the game. Here you go confronting him at the game. You gonna sit there in that man's face and get mad because he dissed your son who doesn't belong in the NBA. You gonna get mad that you wasted people's time. That you know what? You want to talk about a cat with 9 lives? Well, let's see. We're gonna try to run your son on this team. We're gonna try to run a podcast as the head coach. We're gonna try to run AD. No, wait a minute. Let's scratch it all out. Let's go trade AD to get Luca. We're gonna give him some garbage time minutes to score his nice 2 or 3 buckets and brag and hype. Who else gets to do that? People always talking to me, talking about Steph Curry ruining the NBA. I said, no. I said, if anybody's come close to ruining this, LeBron James. And then he's going to go to a sports personality, invented him, and stand there, black man to black man, and be vulgar. Because the man was doing his job. What he's supposed to do? Come out there and say, oh yeah, your son has great potential. He's a G League. He's not even all-star worthy for the G League. He got no business playing on the Lakers on the front. We saw Jaylen Brown say he can't play. We read lips. Everybody know he can't play. You know how it is when some people try to push an agenda and then it backfires? And then it's kind of like you're just not that person. Makes me think of Richard Pryor Jr. when he went at the Apollo and he got booed. Because as a comedian, it probably wasn't quite in the cards. You know, it's kind of hard to live up to when you have a parent that is larger than life. And people don't even think about that, but then you kind of force the issue. Because 9 times out of 10, it don't really work like that. Everybody ain't Ken Griffey Jr. and everybody sure as heck ain't Barry Bonds. It's tough to be in that shadow. But when you're pushing the agenda and you say, well, wherever he goes, I'll play. Well, like, LeBron James is such a cap artist, it's not even funny. Because this turkey know good and well the Lakers were forced to bring Bronny in with the 55th pick. And he know good and well guaranteed $7.4 million, which everybody know. People got a chance to watch him. And at best, maybe garbage time, last couple minutes, maybe he can come in the 10th through 12th slot, but he's not ready for the big time. And people got to sit there and suck it up and act like, oh yeah, because stop this narrative that he's a second best player. He ain't. Stop like you feel like you gotta, go behind everything he do to appease him. What has he done to do anything? The man is 4-6 in the finals, and he has to he trades one superstar for another and gets rid of coaches and people around him. He's a wreck for the game. In fact, LeBron James, the longer he plays, he's turned out to be probably arguably the most overrated. That was a great player, but also the most overrated personality. Full of his own moxie and think that he has a command. I'm not no Stephen A. Smith fan. But that dude, to see him sitting on TV in front of Molly, like he get ready to break down and cry, talking about I'm a parent. This ain't got nothing to do with being no parent. Can the man play? When you go to work, I've worked with fathers and sons and parents and working with people. Can you do the job? I worked with a woman one time, brought her son to work. The son wasn't cut out for that kind of job. So he quit. That's the bottom line. But to sit here and have to hog it up and act like we trying to make this, the reason why people didn't think the Lakers were going to do much because they knew Bronny sucked. And they knew LeBron was going to sit there and try to spoon feed it and force the issue. That's why. Does he have talent to play in the G League? Yeah. Maybe go overseas. Learn from LaMelo Ball or something. But coming to the NBA, even as weak, you sit there and you boast and brag that you think your son's better than half the league. What do you think's going to happen? You brought that heat on yourself. Now, Bronny as a man, bless his soul for still being here with what he had to endure for health. But Bronny, the NBA player, if I was Stephen A. Smith, I would have laughed in his face. I said, if I trade places with you, you trade places with me, and I bring my child on this profession that I do, I get laughed out the building. What do you think we're saying about you? Your delusion, your grandiose arrogance, get out of my face. But you see, Stephen A. ain't gonna do that because he just wants to protect. When you shuffling and shuffleboard, you ain't gonna say the truth. This is embarrassing. This is another reason why the megalomaniac and egotistical LeBron James is pathetic and has helped ruin the NBA as we know it. Because he can't stand the actual. The one time Stephen A. Smith actually told it, which it's the truth. Your son ain't cut out to be no NBA player. Maybe in 2 or 3 years from now. Maybe if he played in Toronto or one of them teams in Saudi Arabia in the NBA, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Play with Portland, somewhere where no one can see you. But to put this circus show, this show that you're pulling is embarrassing. And I don't tolerate it. And LeBron has wrecked the game. And his whole cartel, they're embarrassing. It's a disservice. And I tell it to him in his face. You have wrecked the game. You're overrated. And bringing your son before his time, he ain't even close to playing on this level. Maybe year 3, a couple years in the G League and go overseas. But come on now. This is embarrassing. But that's the show that they want. And then sometimes you gotta suck it up. That's embarrassing that LeBron had to try to embarrass Stephen A. Smith over his son, who's not that good of a player. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit the membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. And don't let nobody clap on you like that. That's embarrassing. I'm out.